day in the neighborhood. I would say it's a beautiful day to jump a Losi LST XXL2. Gas powered. Gas powered 1/8 scale 4x4 monster trucks. First gas powered monster truck 8 scale I've ever had. 5th scale boss is in the back doing some filming.
What's up?
He'll also be doing some operating. We'll switch off. We've already done a pre-mixture to the gas. We have not even started it yet. We knew you guys would want to be around for when we first started it up, so I don't really want to talk about it. I more want to do it, but we have to say a few things. 14:1 oil mixture.
Yep.
You have to use, from what I understand in the instruction book, you have to use their type of oil. We noticed it's very, the consistency of it's very liquid. Not saying that oil isn't, but it's not. It doesn't have a lot of thickness to it, so it looks like special premix oil.
Its viscosity is not super thick.
Thank you. Viscosity is the word I was looking for. But we did use premium gas. We got the oil mixture done. We haven't filled it up. We wanted to show you guys where the battery was if you guys got one as well. We're using a LiPo battery in there. Not a big maw, but it doesn't really need any for the dual steering servo setup. 2 servos for the steering. So that's good. We're excited. Couple of brewskis because it's a beautiful day. Ugh. And for a beautiful, look at this. I want to show you guys something before it gets dirty. Ugh. Let me move this out of the way. Look at on the inside. You can see the spur gear. Watch that shadow. Look at that. You can see, so it is covered up. You can't get your fingers in there. That was a concern I had when I unboxed it. I'm like, oh, you have to be careful for the gears, but really, they did a good job of covering that up. Here is the discharge ignition. This is where the spark is generated from. Straight up the electric into the spark plug, and then down into the block for the gasoline power. Shall we show them where the battery is?
Yes, flip it.
Look at this. Okay, so here's the dual servo setup that I was talking about. 1, 2. It's got nice. It's got some very. It's tight, man. It's got a lot of resistance. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Here's where the battery goes. You feed it up through the hole and up here to where it connects, like so. Shall we fill it up with gas?
Let's do it.
Yes. I could be using a gasoline can, but because the tank is so small, we're just going to use a water bottle for the same amount of premix. So it's 500 milliliters in here, and it almost takes it. Not bad. 300.
Is that what she said?
Yes, it is, Everett.
Oh my God. Never old,
there
guys. Never old.
Never old. That never gets old. Come on. Okay, so on tight. Here is the ignition drill. Check this out. Got quite a spin to it. On goes the radio. Steering trim, throttle trim, both at 0. Everything's set. These are both set on reverse, so I wonder how that's going to go. I'll watch that. And the steering rate I'm going to turn up to make sure we got it. On switch is on the side. Nice and waterproof. Did we get some action there? I guess I have to. There, look at. So it's going to sit, so the ignition light is on. There we go. Because it's waiting for the active vehicle control, you got to let it sit for about 5 to 10 seconds before the system that comes stock with this truck actually kicks into gear. Let's see if it's working right now. If I pick this up and leave it flat, see as I turn this whole truck, no, I don't even need to touch the steering wheel. That's the beauty of this.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so it actually gives like a straight heading.
Let's do a shot on, head on of that.
You want to see that? That's active vehicle control, keeping you straight, right? Same when you're doing throttle. If you're going up, if you're throttling up, it's going to actually slow down that engine so you can kick forward. It's all throttle control and side drift control. I wish I had an outerwears for this filter. It's very dusty out here. We don't have any water for the track today, but this filter should be fine. We'll make sure it's clean. This is fairly soft dirt, so hopefully we can get the truck to last for a little bit. These are, you know, I want to see how the plastics hold up, but they don't feel super cheap or brittle. Let's put it to the test. Let's start her up.
Let's do it.
Yeah. There is no primer bulb to this that we've noticed, and it says turn it on, start her up. Let's try it. And action. Now, we don't have any fuel in the lines yet, right? So we're assuming since there's no primer bulb, I'll check the instructions again, but since there is none, it has to suck it in there. just hit the throttle trim. I'm just letting the gas get to all the parts. Sounds awesome. Tuning screwdriver. It's like it's bogging. Whoa. When I turned up the throttle trim. All right. So when this was broken in, it was done down south. So we are, what's our elevation here? Ev, do you know?
High as heck. Mount Everest.
In Calgary, yeah, we're a few thousand feet above sea level, so it's definitely making a change in the oxygen. So we're gonna have to tune it a little bit, kind of dial it in. Plus for the temperature today, it's not too bad, but it's probably a little bit colder than where it came from. So shall we try to dial it in?
Let's do that. There's like the tuning master of 5th scale, gonna try his hand at 8th scale. That's a really high rev.
Two-stroke smell.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the gasoline.
Nitro is good.
The manual. Okay, so needle settings, it says do not touch the idle needle for engine tuning. High-speed needle, top left side, close the high-speed needle by turning it clockwise until it stops. Then turn it counterclockwise 17 hours out, because they look at it like a clock, of course. Low-speed needle on the right side, close the low-speed needle by turning it clockwise until it stops, then turn it counterclockwise 20 hours out.
Let's do low first.
Let's do low first. Okay. Low speed needle.
Don't want to force it, but it's at the end. Too much crap on the end of the screwdriver.
Goes with the territory of being an RCer. Dirt, muck, everything covered. Try to keep it clean out here. Okay, 20 hours. Low speed needle. It just pinches the fuel line there, so it cuts fuel off. That's why you hear the engine go up high and then die. So high speed needle is 17 hours out.
It was hardly out at all.
Was it? Okay, so it was too lean. Obviously, we could hear it was too lean.
It wasn't even a quarter turn.
That's right. That's weird, hey?
It is odd.
It's okay. This is why you guys want to read the book. This is why we always say it's so important to read the instruction book. Know where your engines are at. Temperature gun would have also been awesome today. I'd touch those fins with my fingers, but I'm not going to. I do have a temp gun, but it's back at my other place. He's counting 17 hours out. Okay, everything's been adjusted. Should be, what, stock specs, you figure?
Stock specs is what we've set it to, guessing that we did it right.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Still have that issue.
So when it says 17 hours out, does that mean on a 24-hour clock we're only going back a few hours? Like, what exactly does that mean, 17 hours out? Because if we went and we wound it back 17 hours, it's, I mean, nothing close to even how we got it.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking.
Okay. We notice it's only on the initial takeoff. Once it's actually running, he can stop and go with no issues. Look at that, nice. Let's put the body on, man.
Let's do it. Take one.
All right, so we've adjusted everything. We've let it cool off 100%. Gonna let the AVC kick in and then start her up. Basically counting to 5 to 10. Start. Quite a bit of force. The jump. I'm gonna do it. We might as well give it some fun, eh? Break it in as it goes. AVC is also correcting for me. Oh, that was me overcorrecting. She's starting to sound better. Go a little bit of a longer jump. That was me overcorrecting again. So AVC is doing its job and I'm screwing it up. Let's see if I can do it without touching the brakes. All right, no brakes. I had to give it a bit of gas. Try this way again. That was only half throttle. She sounds good though. Let's go a little harder. Oh, it's a bit of a lip. I didn't flip though. I got a bit of a kicker off that back one. Let's change angles. Correct for me. I think a lot of people will find they have this. I noticed this with the Terra Ford Raptor as well. It just takes getting used to. Look at all the smoke. Really rich. All the power is kicking in, bro. Coming in. Didn't do anything to compensate it.
out that much smoke, it's got to be too rich. All right, let's see. So it's getting plenty of air. We did blow off the air filter, but it's dying. So that means it's not getting enough fuel when it's landing upon that, you know, sudden impact. How hot is it?
Warm.
Yeah, pretty warm. Not over hot though, I'd think. Look at all the smoke that's spewing out of it. That's got to be rich.
I concur.
Yeah, let's get the screwdriver. It's getting quite a bit of power. I notice it's starting to wheelie now. Let's try it. Oh, is it gonna die? Turn up the throttle trim. Too much. Let's try that. If it's too lean and dies, we'll rip it up. I don't think it is though. Oh, look at this.
Okay, so I'm just letting it cool off again because we don't have the heat gun with us. I don't want to over temp it, but I was just sitting here talking to a fifth scale boss, and I say, what do you think of this truck so far?
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's new to us.
Yeah.
And our knowledge base.
Yeah.
And we need to learn it, just like everybody else that would be new to this. Right?
Sounds like every part of RC.
Yeah.
You need to spend
It's something different.
Yeah.
So you need to learn it.
Well, and with our elevation and running and...
Yeah, it's a new skill base, that's for sure in our
Oh,
skill.
yeah. Yeah, and huge mistake that I don't have a heat gun to check out the temps, but we're pretty experienced with our temps, eh?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I would say we're good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I don't think we've been running it too hot at all. We're just doing safe keeping here. I notice more power now that we've been running it.
Yeah, noticeable. Hey.
Yeah, I can see definitely as we tune it, as we dial it in, and as it gets used to maybe just different gasoline. Like maybe we have different gas up here, different octane levels, you know. But running premium, running it with the proper amount of oil mixture, and I think it's just a matter of getting everything to set in place. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we can go again. Start that up. Awesome. Okay, that was my fault. One-handed driving. Why don't you try, bro? Fifth scale boss, good luck. Thank you. I'll be your starter.
Much more powerful.
Oh, much more powerful, yeah. Nice. No, oh, again. It just dies. It must be too lean. It can't be too lean. We've been fattening it the whole time.
Fatten it up.
Ugh. It's dying on impact. Maybe what's going on is that it's shutting itself off and we need to charge that battery. I wonder. Let's go do a cell check test.
Sure.
Okay. We got to check the amperage on that LiPo, because if it's losing communication, it would be shutting itself off. But it's only shutting itself off when it lands, I've noticed.
I think battery's good.
Battery's good. Pretty small. It was only 2,000.
Servo's running on 2,000 mAh. No motors.
Yeah, it's got the ignition starter. We've been using the starter over and over. Isn't that run by the LiPo?
No.
No, you
By the LiPo and the ignition starter.
think it's a coil inside there?
It's not a LiPo, but yeah.
I don't. No. Okay.
What's that?
What?
Yeah, that powers that.
What?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Oh no! I heard when you landed. I heard something snap. Look at that! Oh! So in the middle of our tuning, we had, what piece is that? It must hook onto the steering hub.
Yeah, the steering.
That's a bummer. Boom. End of day right there. Well, at least we're learning about it, man. That's what we're saying.
So what do you think? Takes the same parts as the LST?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, we can probably find some parts close by.
Yeah.
Not for today, though. I actually thought it was an okay truck. just like the boss said here, we gotta figure it out and learn what's going on.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
I think it's gonna be a ripper. Yeah.
You can feel the power starting to come on.
Yeah, and that's exactly it as we hit. And you know what? I probably cracked it while I was jumping and compensating. Were you compensating on the radio or just letting it go?
I had to compensate a little bit.
Okay.
Otherwise, it was gonna nosedive. I had to bring the. I don't know if you saw that. You could see that when I did it. You'll be able to see it in the video when I did it. Because it'll flatten out as it hits the ground.
Very nice, though. I had fun today. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be out of here.
We're out.
Another beautiful sunset over another awesome jump. I guess until next time, I hope you enjoyed RC Adventures.